Right.
This is our project. This is our product analysis. We did a Realtree 6-volt four-wheeler.
Yeah, so it's actually 18 months or older is the required age limit for that.
You don't have the video of Remington.
So we don't have the video of Remington, but we do have video of it in action. There's Bradyden sitting on it. That's what it looks like. It is pretty small, as you can see right here. And you can't sit on it like that, but it is obviously meant for a much smaller human. Alright, so these are our parts. The front axle, which would be right here. This was all connected together, and it just steers and rotates it. That is our sketch. The handlebar here, there is a red button up here. Press that, and that wheel starts to go. This will steer also. And then the LED light bar, when I hit this red button, LEDs will turn on, and that just indicates that it's running. And then the wires are under the seat, and they basically give power from the battery to the motor and to this and to this.
This was the original battery at 6-volt. The battery was dead when we picked it up off the side of the road. And we did go and buy a 12-volt battery to make it a little bit more powerful. The motor we kept the same. The motor is just one wheel in the back. It's pretty simple. It's got a gear train going. And then the hood scoop, which is really just there to be there. Doesn't really do much for it.
Yeah, all it does is really hold up the light.
And then the seat just holds you and lets you sit on it comfortably. The rims on the wheel, they're really there for decoration. You don't really need them. The wheels just hold you up and make it go. We should probably switch the wheels because that one's pretty dead. And then this wheel gear connects from the motor into the wheel.
So
On
you
the
can
back
see
side.
it right here. It goes from the motor to that.
So it spins the one wheel.
This is one of our improvements right here. To get the battery to fit, we had to cut this out, and that is the new battery. Yeah, so it wasn't running. We found out why it wasn't running, and we bought a new battery. We selected the license plate cover and the battery harness, because that was very important. If we're going to cut it out, we needed to hold down the battery and make sure it stayed in the same place. And then the license plate cover, we just thought that would be really cool. So the cost, it would be $98 at Walmart, but it was off the curb for junk day, and we bought a $20 battery, so now it runs. It was manufactured by Danacraft, and they have factories in Kentucky and Texas, and then the product lifestyle is it's just manufactured, used, and then just disposed of pretty quickly. The function of it is just to transport kids, make it a fun little enjoyable ride. The operating procedure, you just press that red button like I did, and it just goes. And then you can do it anywhere, really outdoor, on the grass, sidewalk, and then indoor on the carpet and tile. We did run into a problem where we are too heavy on the carpet, so that you have to get a little push start, otherwise the engine will stall out.
So this is my license plate holder. The surface area was 13.3 inches squared, and the volume was 6.5 milliliters. We figured that out by doing a water test. It's not conductive. It can scratch. It was 5.3 grams. And when you bend it, it kind of moves a little, but it doesn't completely bend to where you had it. And then it would kind of move back, but not completely. So it was in the middle. And then I also have the on-shape ones. We were pretty close with all of our measurements there.
And it wasn't magnetic.
It was not magnetic, yeah.
Then this was the battery harness. I worked on this. The mass was 0.018 pounds or 6.7 grams. The volume that on-shape calculated was 0.475 inches. And then the surface area was 12.7, and then 0.039 inches squared. The volume I calculated, or the surface area I calculated, would have been 12.7 inches squared. And then we did put these both into milliliters, and so the volume I measured was about 8 milliliters. The volume on shape was 7.7, so I was actually really close. It's obviously not conductive, and you can scratch it with a nail. It is made out of plastic. It wasn't magnetic, but the shape did return to where it was supposed to be.
Recyclability. The battery came with its own way to recycle it or get rid of it. I'm not going to read that all, but it's there if you want to look at it. And then the other one's just plastic, and ABS plastic. It's just recycled and then ground into little flakes and then formed back into whatever they need it to be. ABS, which is what most of this is made out of besides the battery. It's taken from raw materials, and then those are then polymerized, which makes them more pure and consistent. And then they're put into, they're either heated or pressed and formed into the shape that they're needed, and then they're sent off to the places that ordered them, and then they put it together to make a bigger product like the four-wheeler.
Yeah, so this is time for questions, alright? These are the disclaimers though. The vehicle's max weight is 40 pounds, or suggested max weight is 40 pounds. Remington was on it, it's about 200 pounds, so that exceeds it by like 5 times. The vehicle's top speed should be about 2 miles per hour. It was going 2 miles per hour with Remington on it, so that's a lot more power. Ages 18 to 36 months, which is, I mean, a pretty small kid, right? Like 3 years younger, and
3 years younger, so 15.
No,
3 years old.
You're 18, right? but it goes from 3 to like 1.5. Like that should be the age range. But and then the vehicle should obviously be 6 volts, but there's a 12-volt battery in it. And then it did say it was an all-terrain vehicle, so it can go anywhere. That's our project.
All right, very nice. Good job.